everyone, and welcome back to Sassy Forex Academy. In today's lesson, I'm going to show you one of the most important skills every trader needs to learn, and that's how to draw support and resistance zones correctly. Now, before we start, I want you to understand something. Most beginners draw support and resistance wrong. They draw a single line and think that's enough. But the market doesn't respect a perfect line. It just doesn't. The market moves in areas. You can't expect it just to go to a line and respect it and then go back in your area. That's why I teach support and resistance zones instead of support and resistance lines. By the end of this video, you will know exactly where to place your zones and how to use them in trading. Let's get started. What is support? Support is an area where price has shown us that buyers are interested in pushing the market higher. Think of support like a floor. When price falls into that area, buyers often step in and push price back up. Get the chart. When I'm searching for support, I'm looking for areas where price touched a level and bounced higher. Like this area here. Can you see how it touched here, it bounced higher. It touched here, it bounced higher. I would use this as my support. What I would do, I would get my tool, which is rectangle tool. I would get it and I will draw underneath my support a rectangle. I always make sure that it's at the bottom of my body and the bottom of my width. Can you see how the support is touching it? It comes down and touch it again. And here it broke through a little. Can you see? That's why you don't use lines. Then it went right back up. This is my support. Price came back to the area and moved back up again. Price came to the area and moved back up again. This tells me buyers are defending this level. So instead of drawing a line, I'm going to draw the rectangle or zone around the candle wicks and the candle bodies. This creates my support zone. Remember, we are marking an area, not an exact price. Now let's talk about resistance, okay? Resistance is the opposite of support. Resistance is an area where sellers step in to the market and push the price lower. Think of resistance as a ceiling. Prices rise into that area and then struggle to move higher. Consider it as a ceiling. Let's look at the chart. Now, looking at the chart, I can see price came up to this area and dropped again. Then later it returned to the same area and dropped again. Same here. And then it dropped. So I'm going to draw another zone around these highs. And this would be my resistance because it's going up here, but it's dropping. It's not going any further. So we get the rectangle box. We draw the top of the wick to the bottom of the closest body. Okay? Now look at that. This right here is your zone. This becomes my resistance zone. One mistake beginners make is drawing too many zones. You don't need 20 zones on your chart. You only need the most obvious areas where price has reacted multiple times. Okay? If your chart looks messy, you're probably drawing too many levels. Keep it simple. What I do next is I go to my 1 hour chart and I make sure that everything is still clean. See, it's at the top of the wick to the top of the body. We want to keep it clean. Down here, bottom of the wick, bottom of the body. Okay? Now this right here looks like a break and retest because it broke through and it came back up. It broke through and it came back up. This is what we call a break and retest. If I do the 1 hour chart, what I do is I go to the 15 minute because this is where we place our trade. On the 15 minute, it needs to look like this. Everything is still within your zone. And like I said, this is a break and retest. This right here is the exact reason why not draw the line. Don't draw lines. This is why we don't draw lines right here. See how it came up here and came down? This is why we don't draw lines. Got it? Now let's do a quick recap. Support is where buyers step in. Resistance is where sellers step in. Draw zones instead of lines. Look for multiple touches. Focus on the most obvious levels. Use higher time frames first. Start at 4 hours. Start at 1 day. Wait for confirmation before entering trades. And always remember that support can become resistance and resistance can become support. If you practice drawing support and resistance every day, you'll start seeing the market much different. This is one of the foundational skills that every successful trader needs to master. Thank you for watching. If this lesson helped you, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. I look forward to hearing from you. And if you are serious about learning Forex from the ground up, check out my Forex Beginner Guide in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.